Hey guys, just made a Patreon page. If you're interested, check it out in the description below. What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Coffee HD, MrAeroHD. I want to welcome you back to another episode of Dialed In, where we're just going to cover a bunch of cars that I built off camera. This is the latest in a long list. Yeah, that's grammar. In a long list of cars that I have yet to do. Then we have another 20 after this. Now I'm going to try to do like one or two every day-ish, depending on how this all goes over. Anyway, and I want to say, before we get into anything, if I look like I'm lost on this track, this is probably like one of the first times I've ever drifted Brands Hatch Long, or Brands Hatch Grand Prix, or whatever the actual title is called. So this is the Mercedes 190E. I'm sure it has some long, disgusting name that all the Mercedes fanboys are like, why don't you know the name? Why don't you know the full name? Why do you not know what it's called, what the car is called? While I searched it up to make fun of the people. Why do you not know it's called the 190E 2.5-16 Evolution 2? And my accent took a turn there. My throat's really gotta stop doing that. But this is a 4-cylinder turbo. Again, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of people arguing with that. And you can feel that. This car has less than 400 foot-pounds of torque, and it's got 566 horsepower. So it's very much a big turbo car. And that's kind of what ruins it a bit. Like, you can work around it, but this car is kind of weird where there's a lot of cars where you can push them to the limit, and then if you go over the limit, you like, oh no, this was dumb. This was a mistake. Let me just pedal it back here. And fix the problem, you know, and like correct or whatever. This is like get to the limit and it friggin' kills you. It's just so knife edge on the limit, and it's almost, I guess the right word would be skittish. I don't know why my throat's all messed up right now, but it's almost skittish when it gets to the limit, and it's not fun, really. Well, it is fun, but like at the same time, it's not like easy peasy lemon squeezy like its main competition, the E30, because this is basically just a different E30. A lot of rear grip. I think that might have something to do with the problem, but the rear grip is like one of the best parts about the car, so you don't really want to ruin that just for like I'm gonna take the rear grip out of the car to make it a little bit smoother when I get to doing dumb stuff. It's like, no, like if you know how to drive it, it's totally fine. And it won't cause you any trouble. It's just like right when you get up to like the limits, like when you're trying to string corners together, maybe a little bit too far, you know, doing a lot of clutch kicking, that kind of stuff, that's when it starts to be a little bit difficult. But I had it like snap oversteer on me a couple of times. You may or may not see it in the replay. I don't know. It happened at some point in this lobby. But like you'd hit a curb or something, or like give it a little bit too much angle, and it was just like nope, and then would just fire off the other direction. So I mean, drifter beware instead of buyer beware, I guess. But it's really nothing super wrong with the engine. Sounds kind of good. The turbo sounds great, and it looks silly with the huge wing on the back, and it almost looks like a Bozo Zoku car, but like a 2 out of 10 on the Bozo scale. So everything on this car is race minus the turbo, I believe. I don't know why I wanted so much horsepower when I built this, because it's been a long time, but the race cams are definitely not helping the fact. But I figured at 2,700 pounds that you know, about 550 horsepower would be ideal, and that's about what I got. And I didn't really want to go with the turbo, so I figured I'd go with the cams instead. God damn it, why is my throat so coffee? But it's a fairly decent. There's nothing, you're not going to see anything weird here. I think it's 265s in the front. We're a little bit ahead of ourselves. 265s in the front, 285s in the back. So maybe if I went down a tire size in the front, but again, its grip is its best part. It's once you get past those limits of its grip, then that's when it starts getting a little bit uncomfortable. But again, nothing super weird about this tune here. The gears I've worked on a little bit just because of the turbo, not the turbo lag, but like just the lack of torque. You want to stay as high RPMs as you can and be ready for that drop, because it's coming and it will happen. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you very much and take care. Peace. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more, click the subscribe button. Also consider becoming a patron at my Patreon page, patreon.com/MrAeroHD. Want to follow me on social media or want to hear the song that you heard in the video? Please check the description.